This was me 6 months ago, sitting at my desk in the office. A voice kept echoing in my head, is this really my life? What if I'm still doing this job 5 years from now? Will I regret not daring to do what I truly want when I'm 50? That voice kept repeating in my head for weeks. It haunted me to the point where I had to seriously reflect on my life. What have I been doing with it all these years? I did what my mother taught me. Excel in high school, went to a good college, got into debt, got a stable office job, and spent my life paying it off. I worked during the week and spent the weekends drinking beer with my friends. I did all of that. Why did I still feel so empty? Some of you might enjoy the life I just described, and I have no problem with that. But for those watching this video, you know who you are, you know what you want, and that's definitely not the life you desire. The comfort zone, a simple concept, right? Easy to understand. Everything we do in life, every action we take falls into one of two categories: inside the comfort zone or outside it. The further outside the comfort zone we get, the more mental resistance there is to doing it. Do you know why? Because you will never feel ready to do things that scare you. You will never feel ready to take that leap. When you're faced with a difficult decision, your brain protects you by warning you of potential risks, and change requires risk. So your comfort zone protects you by coming up with excuses that make you procrastinate. Let me tell you a paradox of life. Easy choices, hard life, hard choices, easy life. If you do easy things, you will have a hard life. If you do hard things, you will have an easy life. Choosing to follow your dreams is choosing to be scolded by your family, choosing to be laughed at by your friends, choosing to accept risks, but it is also choosing a life that is not dependent on cages. If you want to change your life, you must make a decision to change your life. Life is too short not to live it to the fullest. You don't need to change everything at once. Start with the small things. Try joining a new club, take the initiative to make friends, or even explore a new hobby. In the first few times, this will be incredibly difficult, but just switch your brain off. Say yes when you want to say no. This doesn't mean saying yes to everything, but to the things you know will benefit you. These small actions will help you gain confidence and gradually get used to taking risks. This is me, and over there is my dream of becoming a YouTuber, something I always wanted to be in my 20s, but I was too afraid to do it. So I waited, hoping that one day I'd be more confident to share my story with the world, waiting for my video editing skills to improve, waiting until I made more money, became smarter, and my 20s faded away. Now, I've learned that living for someday is today, and I started building this channel. That's it. The first step of this journey is exactly what we've been talking about: getting out of the comfort zone and taking that first step. If you want to start a business, focus on providing the best service or product to your customers. Want to be a boxer? Train every day until you reach a professional level. Want to be an influencer? Pick up your smartphone and record a video right now. Trust me, you already know what you need to do. Stop making excuses. Then I'll tell you what changed my whole life. When I finally realized that everything is risky. The moment you're born, it's risky. Even the 9-to-5 job that everyone thinks is stable is at risk of layoffs now that AI technology has arrived. Getting married is risky, having children is risky, going into business is risky, investing your money is risky. It's all risky. Nothing in life is 100% assured other than death. You should be afraid of taking risks and pursuing something meaningful, but you should be more afraid of staying where you are if it's making you miserable. The first thing you need to do is give up the idea that you get to have any permanent security outside of your ability to contend and adapt. Time is ticking, and if you're miserable in your current job and change nothing, in 5 years you'll be even more miserable, and you'll be much older. Just get a stable job, just get an easy job. Don't go too flashy, don't go too crazy, don't go too risky. There's no risk. That's what people don't understand. The biggest risk you can take in life is to take no risk at all. It's part of life, and you should embrace it. Remember, life is a journey. Every time you take a risk, you're writing your own story. You're expanding your comfort zone. You can actually achieve things that once seemed impossible. You don't need amazing parents. You don't need to go to private school. You don't need a humongous GPA or anything like that. What you need to do is be willing to work harder than anyone else in the world. When you feel scared to take a leap, that's exactly when you should jump. I know that you are self-aware that you are not ordinary. You feel a sense of urgency within you, and you are not happy with your current life, even though it seems so stable in the eyes of others. Remember, we are creators. Until you create your own, you will always be compelled. I hope you will respect yourself enough to accept a few difficult years, and then you will realize it is the easiest decision in the world. And I'll end this video with a quote from Benjamin Franklin. Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until they're 75. So start building the life you dream of right now.